The registrar should please confirm that quorum has been formed for this meeting.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Board of Directors, value shareholders, and those joining us online. We have a total of 69 shareholders, representing those in proxies and those online. It's a percentage of 80.26. With this information, I confirm a quorum has been formed. Thank you.
Thank you. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to the 15th annual general meeting of our company, which is properly convened with sufficient quorum as confirmed by the registrars. As you are all aware, due to the provisions of the New Business Facilitation Law 2023 that allows for AGM to be held electronically, and also in line with the provisions of the Articles of Association of the company, the AGM is being held electronically. The meeting link has been sent to all shareholders and proxies who are registered to attend the meeting are duly accredited by the registrars. I now declare the meeting open, and I call on Mr. Kende Olowolafe to lead us in the opening prayer. Is he around? Is he online? Mr. Kende Olowolafe, are you there?
Will be guided by you, and this company will move forward in Jesus' name. We also want to put into consideration those that have left us. Some of the directors that died, I pray that their soul will continue to rest in peace in Jesus' name. At the end of the day, let us return all the glory to you. In Jesus' mighty name do we pray. Amen. Thank you.
I would like to announce that since our last annual general meeting, the composition of the board has remained unchanged. We have a total of 12 board members comprising 5 executive directors, 4 non-executive directors, and 3 independent non-executive directors. However, it is with deep sadness that I share the news of the passing of 2 of our board members. We lost Captain Sheu Iya, who served as a non-executive director, and Mr. Herbert Odeka, who served as executive director of operations. Their contributions to the board were invaluable, and they will be greatly missed. May I kindly request that we observe a moment of silence in their honor. Can we all stand up? And may their soul rest in perfect peace. Right. Before moving to the formal aspects of the meeting, I would like to introduce the directors and secretary. Kindly stand for recognition as you are introduced. Mr. Anowe Ayao, Independent Non-Executive Director. Mr. Abiodun Adegbeson, Executive Director. Dr. Bukola Bello Jayesimi, Independent Non-Executive Director. Dr. Babatunde Afolabi, Executive Director. Dr. Oluwapo Owolabi, Non-Executive Director. Mrs. Laila St. Matthew Daniel, Independent Non-Executive Director. Mr. Kayode Filani, Non-Executive Director. Mrs. Buma Okuna, Executive Director. Mrs. Adenike Apodari, Managing Director. Next to me is our Company Secretary, Ms. Jesu Yemisi Odeyemi. I am Dr. Taiwo Afolabi, your chairman. I want to also recognize the representatives of our regulators who are presently physically or virtually here. I will start with representatives of the Nigerian Exchange Limited. Online. Also, we have representatives of our external consultants, representatives of the Securities and Exchange Commission, our external auditors, Benga Badejo and Co., our registrars, appellate registrars, our governance consultant, DCSL. I would also like to introduce the representatives of the Statutory Audit Committee. They are Mr. Ismail Adamu, online, Mrs. Samiat Odunuga, Mr. Rotimi Aino, who are following this online, all of them. We acknowledge all the shareholders, staff of our company, members of the press, and other stakeholders who are viewing this meeting online. May I now ask the representative of the registrars to give the housekeeping rules for the meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Distinguished Chairman, Board of Directors, value shareholders, and those joining us online, good morning again. My name is Doye Boro from Apel Capital Registrars. To facilitate a seamless and productive meeting today, we've established the following guidelines to encourage engagement, focus, and mutual respect among all attendees. During the meetings, attendees will be muted upon entry, but will be provided with the capability to unmute themselves during discussion, when making a motion, or during the question and answer section. To maintain focus and to minimize distraction, we kindly request that you put your devices on the silent mode during the duration of the meeting. When speaking, please do so clearly at a normal volume to ensure audibility to everyone. For participation in discussion, to ask questions, please utilize your chat box or the hand raise feature available on your virtual platform. Should it be necessary for you to leave the meeting early, please inform the host via the chat box and then log out. Thank you. For the voting section, we extend our sincere appreciation to all attendees at the meeting. But for the voting section, only shareholders will be given the access to vote during the meeting. We'll have a video being displayed to explain the modalities of the voting process. Thank you for your time and attention.
Dear shareholder, kindly follow these steps to vote on the resolutions when voting commences. During the meeting, when the registrars call for a vote, the specific resolution will be announced. At that point, a pop-up will appear on your screen. Please click either for or against to indicate your support or opposition to the resolution. After casting your vote, the initial results will be displayed immediately, followed by the final results, which will include any proxy votes received. Kindly note that each vote has a 10-second timer. Voting will automatically close once the time elapses, so please make your selection promptly. For voting conducted by a show of hands, click on the reaction button below and select the raise hand icon to indicate your support for the designated committee. We appreciate your attention and participation. Thank you.
This rules strictly. May I call on the company secretary to read the notice convening this meeting?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, our directors. Notice of the meeting. Notice is hereby given that the 15th Annual General Meeting of Skyway Aviation Handling Company, PLC, will be held electronically on Thursday, 26 June 2025 at 11 a.m. to transact the following businesses. Ordinary business: to receive the audited financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2024, together with the reports of directors, auditors, and audit committee thereon. 2, to declare a dividend. 3, to re-elect the following directors retiring by rotation. 1, Dr. Taiwo Afolabi, Dr. Oluroko Wolabi, and Mr. Anogu Anyawu, manager of the company. 5, to authorize directors to fix the remuneration of the external auditors. And 6, to elect members of Associate Audit Committee. For special business by ordinary resolutions, I have 7, to approve the remuneration of directors, and 8, to consider and, if thought fit, pass the following resolution as an ordinary resolution of the company: that the general mandate given to the company to enter into recurrent transactions of revenue or trading nature, related parties or interested persons for the company's day-to-day operations be and is hereby renewed. The notice is dated 26th day of May 2025. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Dear shareholders, my statement is on page 11 to 13 of the annual report. May I have your kind permission for my statement to be taken as read? So, please someone online, one of the shareholders, just confirm that, please. Please unmute your Mr.
Taking as read, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you so much. In line with Section 404 of CAMA, that requires the auditor's report to be read at the AGM, I now call on the representative of the company's external auditors, Benga Badejo and Co., to present their report on the financial statements for the year ended December 2024, which has been included in the annual reports and accounts. It is on page 46 of the annual report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Distinguished shareholders, my name is Benga Badejo, the managing partner of Benga Badejo and Co., internationally GBC Rwanda. I rise to read to you the report of the auditors to the members of Skyway Aviation Handling Company, PLC. I will seek the permission of the chairman and the AGM to read the opinion, basis of our opinion, then other key legal matters. If the permission is granted, I will continue to read from the first page, that's page 46.
Page 46.
Opinion. We have audited the financial statements of Skyway Aviation Handling Company Limited.
Okay, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. We have audited the financial statements of Skyway Aviation Handling Company PLC, herein referred to as the company, which comprise of the company's statement of financial position as at 31st December 2024, the company's statement of profits or loss, and other comprehensive income for the year ended 31st December 2024. The company's statements of changes in the equity as at 31st December 2024, the company's statement of cash flows for the year ended 31st December 2024, the notes comprising a summary of the significant accounting policies and other explanatory information. The accompanying financial statements give a true and fair view of the financial position of the company as at 31st December 2024 and its financial performance and cash flows for the year then ended in accordance with the Companies and Other Matters Act, Cap C20 LFN 2020, the International Financial Reporting Standards, as issued by the International Accounting Standards Board and in the manner required by Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria, Act 2023. Basis for our opinion. We conducted our audit in accordance with International Standards on Auditing, ISAs. Our responsibilities under those standards are further described in the auditor's responsibilities for the audit of the financial statement section of our reports. We are independent of the company in accordance with the International Ethics Standards Board for accountants, International Code of Ethics for Professional Accountants, including international independent standards, together with the ethical requirements that are relevant to our audit of the financial statements in Nigeria, and we have fulfilled our other ethical responsibilities in accordance with these requirements and the IESBA code. We believe that the audit evidence we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide a basis for our opinion. I'll move to page 49. Page 49, to read the report on other legal requirements. The Companies and Allied Matters Act, CAP C20 LFN 2020, requires that in carrying out our audit, we consider and report to you on the following matters. Therefore, confirm that we have obtained all the information and explanations which, to the best of our knowledge and belief, were necessary for the purpose of our audit. In our opinion, proper books of accounts have been kept by the company, and the company's statement of financial position and statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income are in agreement with the books of accounts. The engagement partner on this audit resulting in this independent auditor's report, Mr. Emmanuel Ogiaga, was the engagement partner on this audit. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Also, following section 404, subsection 4, which also requires the audit committee to make a report at the general meeting, I now call on the chairman of the statutory audit committee to present the report of the audit committee, which has been included on page 40 of the annual report and accounts.
Chairman, directors, shareholders, and other guests. This is a report of the Statutory Audit Committee of SAHCO PLC for the year ended 31st December 2024. In accordance with the provisions of Section 4047 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, Cap C20, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2020, the members of the Audit Committee of Skyway Aviation Handling Company PLC hereby report as follows. We have exercised our statutory function under Section 4047 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, Cap C20, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2020, and acknowledge the cooperation of management and staff in the conduct of our responsibilities. We are of the opinion that the accounting and reporting policies of the company are in accordance with legal requirements and agreed ethical practices, and that the scope and planning of both the external and internal audits for the year ended 31st December 2024 were satisfactory and reinforce the company's internal control systems. We have deliberated with external auditors who have confirmed that the necessary cooperation was received from the management of the company in the course of their statutory audit, and we are satisfied with the management's response to the external auditor's recommendations on accounting and internal control matters, and with the effectiveness of the company's systems of accounting and internal control. This is signed by me, Anogwe Anyanwu, on behalf of the Audit Committee of SAHCO PLC. Thank you.
Thank you so much. In compliance with Principle 14 of the Nigerian Code of Corporate Governance, which requires the board to conduct an annual evaluation of the board, I now call on the representative of this year's L to present their report for the year ended December 2024.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, distinguished directors and shareholders. So I'll be reading the report of the external consultants on the performance of the Board of Directors of Skyway Aviation Holding Company, PLC, for the financial year ended 31st December 2024. This year, SAHCO Corporate Services Limited was engaged by Skyway Aviation Handling Company, PLC, to conduct an evaluation of the performance of the Board of Directors for the financial year ended 2024. The assessment was carried out in line with Principle 14.1 of the Nigerian Code of Corporate Governance, the Securities and Exchange Commission Corporate Governance Guidelines, and the Companies and Allied Matters Act, as well as global best practices on corporate governance. The evaluation involved a review of the company's corporate and statutory documents, minutes of board and committee meetings, policies, and other relevant documents provided to us. Additionally, we administered questionnaires to the directors to assess compliance with relevant corporate governance principles and evaluate the board performance. The company's corporate governance structures, policies, and processes were benchmarked against the provisions of the codes that I read earlier on, as well as global best practices, focusing on 7 key corporate governance themes. 1, board structure and composition. 2, strategy and planning. 3, board operations and effectiveness. 4, measuring and monitoring performance. 5, risk management and compliance. 6, corporate citizenship. And 7, transparency and disclosure. Our assessment of the company's corporate governance practices and procedure reveals that the board remains committed to upholding strong governance standards consistent with the principles of the codes and other applicable laws and regulations, as well as international best practices. We have preferred recommendations to address the areas requiring improvement and are satisfied that the board will take appropriate steps to implement them. Yours faithfully, this year SAHCO Corporate Services Limited. Thank you, sirs.
Thank you so much. Please note that in line with now that we have come to the main business of the meeting, please note that in line with the guidelines for convening this meeting, voting for all resolutions except resolutions for the statutory audit committee election shall be by poll in line with section 248 to 2454 of CAMA 2020. The first item of the agenda is to receive the audited financial statements of the company for the year ended December 31st, 2024, and the reports of the directors, auditors, and audit committee thereon. The reports and accounts have been circulated to all members in compliance with statutory requirements. Pursuant to the provisions of CAMA 2020, I hereby lay before you, on behalf of the Board of Directors, the company's audited financial statement for the year ended December 2024, together with the aforementioned reports. Your questions and comments on the reports are hereby welcome. Kindly state your names and your questions to enable the company secretary to record it correctly. We will encourage you to please be brief so we can accommodate as many questions as we can. Yes. We only are able to take 5 questions, please. Any questions?
Chairman, my name is Patrick Ajudwa. Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
Good morning. Thank you.
My name is Patrick Ajudwa. I want to appreciate you and the members of the boards and directors of Skyway Aviation Handling Company, as well as the managing directors and the executive directors for a very good and strong financial performance for year 2024. The revenue grew by 74.8%, reflecting strong operational performance and strategic partnership. This is achieved despite a very difficult macroeconomic environment and challenges we are experiencing here. It is my sincere prayer that you will continue in this positive trend for a long time to come, sir. Secondly, I want to express my appreciation for the opportunity you have granted me to be able to ask you questions. And the first question I'll be asking you, sir, is to know how you will be able to sustain this level of profitability that we have achieved, taking cognizance the continuous inflationary trend, and then, of course, the capital required for the sustainable growth of the business. Secondly, Mr. Chairman, I would like to know from you, what is the long-term objective that you have set out for the company in the next 5 years? And number 3, I would like to know from you what plan you have in terms of business expansion in order to ensure that we create more revenue outlets for the company. And finally, I would like to know from you your plan for injection and improvement in your ground support equipment This requires so much capital. And then I would like to know how you have mapped out strategy to ensure that you continue to get more GSC and also ensure the sustainability of it, both in the short and in the long run. I want to thank you for this opportunity, and I pray Almighty God to continue to guide you and the entire board member. God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much. Any other questions from others so that we can...
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good afternoon. Good morning.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, thank you. So I will be starting my comment from page 9. Page 9, that is on the notice of AGM, note 5 on it, that is talking about dividend. It says if the recommendation is approved at the meeting, the account of shareholders with the appropriate e-mandate and whose names appear on the register of members as at the close of business on 23rd June 2025 will be credited on Friday, 30th May 2024. So the observation there is that 30th May, it should be corrected. It cannot be backward again.
Oh,
so it should be corrected.
It should be 30th June. Please, sorry for that.
Okay.
That should be from the press, please.
Okay. So the next one is observation 2 on that. Payment date is stated as Friday, 30th May 2025. This cannot be so, but you have given the explanation on that. Then the second point, page 12, aviation sector challenges. What strategies are being deployed in confronting challenges like what we have, operational costs, infrastructural gaps, and forest constraints that we have present in the country? So what are we doing about that? The same page 12, business expansion and partnership deals. So we want to commend the board and management for the expansion we experienced in the year under review and the deals we have been able to secure in the same year. So page 13, we also commend you for the awards that we got, award and recognition we got for the year under review 2024. So on page 18, financial results, we commend you for the growth in our revenue and profitability. However, we want to bring you into insight about EPS, the relationship between EPS and our dividends. Do we have any dividend policy in place? Then secondly, the relationship between our dividend per share and the share price of the company. We should work on that. Because if I want to buy our company now, if I want to buy more shares at the current price, I will look at the other companies that I have interest in, which one will be giving me more yield as per dividend. So we should work on that and raise the dividend up. So on page 26, gift and donation, we donated 221 million in the year under review. So my question is, how do we determine the areas of coverage? How do we ensure that this donation covers a lot of areas, a lot of needs of the people, according to our interest? Then on page 47, key audit matters. What was the premise of the judgment used in applying the expected credit loss model in determining the level of impairment to be provided for as per our receivables in line with IFRS 9? I want to know that. Then page 74 and 75. Pages 74 and 75 on risk management strategies. What are the strategies in place in managing various operational risks, such as our credit risks, interest rate risks, and foreign exchange risks? Thank you so much. Those are my little comments. I appreciate you for the ability to speak. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Please let us try to reduce the questions because there are many. I mean, we will attend to all anyway. But any other questions? Last one. One more questions, please, if there is any.
Are you with me?
Yeah, we are listening.
Okay. All right. Good day, Mr. Chairman, the board, fellow shareholders, ladies and gentlemen. First, Mr. Chairman, I want to applaud you for delivering excellence all around.
Okay.
Despite the global economic headwinds, you are able to secure major airline deals. You converted challenges into milestones. You ventured into new markets, revamped key international routes. Mr. Chairman, I urge you not to relent, but to continue to scour into new markets as we deliver super performance. What a beautiful performance you put up on page 18. Looking at the financial highlights, our total assets soars by 23%. Retained earnings goes up by 69%. Borrowings declines by 22%. Revenue elevates by 75%. Gross profit increases by 100%, and profit for the year jumps up enormously by 147%. This is highly meritorious or commendable. Mr. Chairman, I'm concerned about these two ratios, which are direct cost of revenue ratio and gearing or leverage ratio. A reduction in the direct cost of revenue ratio by 14% shows how prudent you are in managing available resources. And a reduction in gearing ratio by 21% is a good decision. By leveraging, we can now finance our operations from our equity rather than borrowing. This could lead to stronger profitability and better efficiency. On page 53, Mr. Chairman, statement of cash flows. Now that we are generating more cash from operations, I urge us that we utilize the cash judiciously in the day-to-day running of our business, as this will also lead to greater profitability. On page 105, Mr. Chairman, dividend paid and proposed. Mr. Chairman, you have a good dividend history. In 2023, you gave us 30 kobo. 2024, you are proposing 60 kobo. That is double. It is a great one. However, we shareholders are demanding for more in 2025. You need to understand that one of the things shareholders want is to be rich as soon as possible. That is, we always want to maximize current wealth. To this end, Mr. Chairman, we want another double in 2025. Finally, on page 107, Mr. Chairman, 5-year financial summary. Our net assets have been growing consistently for the past 5 years. What are we doing to ensure that this pattern continues? Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, every one of you. Let me start with the first person that threw us a question, Patrick Aji Jole Ajidua. Yes, your question about how do we sustain the level of profitability. I mean, you could see yourself that we have a very formidable team that are working with us, and we always change our strategy. We have a very good team regarding our profitability. We think about, we want to be prudent. We don't just spend money. We think about our infrastructures to improve on that. And there are so many other factors that determines our sustainability, because we don't want to fail our shareholders. We believe that you always ensure that what we are doing, you monitor what we are doing. So we have dedicated staff that knows what to do. So having said that, the other areas, the long-term objectives for 5 years, I think is one of those things that the MD and our team are doing. They are bringing their heads, they are coming together to begin now to look the futuristic of the company, what we can do to sustain. And despite the economic challenges we are having, I wish everyone is aware. There are so many things that's coming up. The devaluation of Naira, the exchange rate that is not stable, the market price is not stable. But we are attending to all this, and we know what to do. So just believe in us. As long as you believe, everything will be done. Thank you for that. Let me come to the corrected the annual financial reports. All those mistakes, I think we have already circulated and sent it to everyone. It's only that it was too late for them to print, to go to press. But we apologize on that, please. The writing will be done and it will be circulated at the end of the day. Thank you for that observation. Dividend policy. So what we are doing, I mean, you know that we double the dividends of this year over the previous year. And what it means that we consider all the shareholders and we make sure that while we did not go above board, I mean, we consider that we need to plow the money back because we have a lot of equipment to buy. Without the equipment, we cannot actually do much, and that is going to affect us. So we put our heads together to make sure that we double. Actually, we didn't want to do that, but because we know that every shareholder will complain, we double it. So next year, just be sure that as long as you pray for us, we double it again. And I know the market is not something that for now is not actually good, but we are striving to make sure that we get there. Then, which other questions? Or we talk about the donations. How do we? Yes, we actually make provisions for that. We cover all this regarding donations, education, aviation, healthcare. You know, it's part of our CSR anyway. We have to do it, and we are doing diligently. We make sure that everybody knowing what is going on in the country now. So we are trying to give back to the society, and we are doing that one. And I don't think we have problem on that. So thank you for reminding us. And I think of recent, we even got awards from our group. One of the best foundation that gives out to the society, to the less privileged and downtrodden. Thank you. We are doing that. We got awards from British Airways. We got Bronze Award. We got Platinum Award. And which other awards do we get? In the next 5 years, renewal of our 5 years grant handling, we got most of our clients, we got renewal of the contract, which shows that we are actually performing. And we cannot do more than that, but what we are doing, the reflection of what we are doing goes to all those awards you are seeing. And I have to use this opportunity to thank the management because they are committed to what they are doing. Thank you on that. And any other one? The finance, let me allow the MD to answer that, but I know that it's on top of everything. Allow the finance director to say something on that. Page what?
page 68, note 227, I think impairment of non-financial assets is stated there, the basis for use. And it's contained in all the, I don't know whether you want me to read all the notes.
68.
Yes. Page 68, impairment of non-financial assets is stated there. Yes. On the basis, yes.
Yes, I know we've all answered the questions, but let me quickly, there is one observation that someone mentioned about how do we increase the asset, that we are increasing our asset. Yes, we are doing that one. The assets of the company is increasing, and which means that the asset is something that we can rely on, that we take cognizance of our assets. So every time, we make sure that we do all things that needed to be done, like infrastructure, the infrastructural facilities that we are doing now, the warehouses that we are extending, there are other things that we are doing, and we are trying to diversify. Someone mentioned, I forgot to say that what are we doing again to make sure that we keep to what we are doing in terms of profitability. We are looking at other areas that we can diversify to. If you find out now, you know that areas of, there is SS travel, that is SAHCO travels. That's one of those things one of the things that we have done to make sure that we grow our profitability, the profit of the company. And again, there are other areas that we are strategically now we are looking at where we can diversify to make sure that we increase the revenue of the company. So I just want you to know that we are trying our best, and you know what is going on in the company, the economic challenges we are facing, but everybody is putting heads together to make sure that we increase our revenue by going to other sectors. And like I said, our team, led by the MD, they are actually committed to all this. So please take note of all this, please. Thank you. So if there is any other question, please, can you just please drop further questions in chat box? So we will review and provide answers to individual questions after the meeting. Thank you for that. We will now commence with the first resolutions for today. I hereby move the motion that the reports of directors, auditors, and audit committee, together with the audited accounts for the financial year ended 31st, 2024, now submitted to this meeting, be and are hereby received. Will another member please second the motion? From the shareholders, please. Thank you. I shall now call on registrars to conduct the votes by poll and give us the result.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dear shareholders, it's time for you to cast your vote. The resolution is being displayed on your screen, Resolution 1. The poll will be open for you to cast your vote. If in favor of the resolution, please click on for. If against, please click on against. It's a 10-second timer for the resolution. Thank you.
I declare that the motion. Okay, then. Oh, yeah.
Voting section is still ongoing. Please click cast your vote. In favor of the resolution, please click for. If against, please click against. Dear team, please end the poll. Dear Chair, just hold on for us to collate the final result. Thank you. Please hold on while we collect the result. For resolution 1, we have a total of 26 shareholders voting in favor of this resolution. Dear Chairman, we do not have any against for this resolution. We confirm this resolution is carried. Thank you.
Thank you. The motion, I declare that the motion has been carried already, unanimously. I said it already. Just repeating. Distinguished shareholders, we now move to the next item, which is the declaration of the dividend for the year ended 2024. Our company was able to demonstrate resilience despite effect of the harsh economic realities on the year-end financial results. The board is recommending for your approval the sum of 812,148,000 as dividend. This works out at the rate of 60 kobo per share, which is higher than the dividend paid in the previous financial year. If the shareholders approve the recommendation, the dividend will be paid electronically today, June 26, 2025, less withholding tax, to shareholders whose names appear on our company's register of members as at the close of business on May 30th, which is June, sorry, please. That's one of the errors, 2025, who have completed the e-dividends registration and mandated the registrars to pay their dividends directly into their bank. I hereby move the motion that a dividend payment in the total sum of 812,148,000, which translates to 60 kobo per each 50 kobo ordinary shares of the company held, subject to withholding tax, to shareholders whose names appear on the company's register of members as at the close of business on May 30th, yes, 2025, be hereby approved. Will another member please second the motion?
Olubotu Ariel's name. I write to second that motion.
Thank you so much. I shall now call on the registrar to conduct the votes by poll and give us the result.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dear shareholders, it's time for you to cast your votes for Resolution 2 as displayed on your screen. Please click on for if against the resolution or against the resolution. A 10 seconds timer has been given for this resolution. Thank you. Dear shareholders, the resolution is still being up. Please cast your vote. The 10 seconds timer is given for this resolution. Yeah, team, please end the poll. Please hold on for the final result. We'll confirm a total of 31 shareholders in favor of this resolution. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We confirm that this resolution has been carried.
Thank you. I declare that the motion has been carried unanimously. Thank you. The next item on the agenda is the re-election of retiring directors. Distinguished shareholders, the retiring directors are Dr. Oluropo Owolabi, Mr. Anugayaun, and myself, Dr. Taiwo Afolabi. Being eligible, they are offering themselves for re-election by the provision of CAMA 2020. Resolution 3A, re-election of Dr. Oluropo Owolabi as a director. I hereby move for the motion. Can someone second it, please? That the excuse me, please. Let me finish the resolution so I can read it out. That Dr. Oluropo Owolabi, who having retired by rotation, being eligible and having offered himself for re-election, be duly re-elected. So please let somebody second the motion.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman.
Yep.
Elizabeth, I second the motion.
Oh, thank you so much. I shall now call on the registrars to conduct the votes by poll and give us the result.
Dear shareholders, it's time for you to cast your vote. The resolution has been displayed on your screen. The 10 seconds timer has been given for this resolution. If in favor of the resolution, please click on for, and if against, please click on against. The poll is still open for you to cast your vote. If in favor of the resolution, please click on for, and if against, please click on against. The poll is still open. The 10 seconds timer is over. Please end the poll. Dear shareholders, please give us a few minutes to collate the results. Thank you. We have a total of 31 shareholders in favor of this resolution. We do not have any shareholder against this resolution. We confirm that the resolution is carried. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you so much. I declare that the motion has been carried unanimously. Thank you so much. I hereby move. I go to resolution 3B, is the re-election of Mr. Anugayaun as director. That Mr. Anugayaun, who having retired by rotation, being eligible and having offered himself for re-election, be duly re-elected. Will another members please second the motion? Your name, please.
Is the name.
Okay.
Is the name. I do second the motion, sir.
Oh, thank you so much. I shall now call on the registrar to conduct the votes by poll and give us the result.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dear shareholders, it's time for you to cast your vote for Resolution 3. It's been displayed on the screen. The poll is open for you to cast your vote. If in favor of the resolution, please click on for. If against, please click on against. The poll is still open for you to cast your vote. The poll is closed. End the poll, please. Dear shareholders, just hold on for us to collect the result. Thank you. We confirm a total of 29 shareholders in favor of this resolution. We do not have any against. With this information, we confirm the resolution carried. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you so much. I declare that the motion has been carried unanimously. Now, I cannot be the judge of my own case. I will allow the MD to conduct my own re-election, please.
Is the re-election of Dr. Taiwo Afolabi as Director Chairman. I hereby move the motion that Dr. Taiwo Afolabi, who having retired by rotation, being eligible and having offered himself for re-election, be duly re-elected. Will another member please second the motion?
Good. I showed you, Honorable Bach, I showed you.
Thank you. I shall now call on the registers to conduct the votes by poll and give us the results. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear shareholders, please cast your vote for the resolution being displayed on the screen. The poll is open for you to cast your vote. If in favor of the resolution, please click on for. If against, please click on against. The poll is still open for you to cast your vote for resolution 3C. The poll is closed. Please end the poll. Kindly give us a few minutes to collate the result, shareholders. Thank you. For this resolution, resolution 3C, we have a total of 26 shareholders in favor of the resolution. There is no against this resolution. With this information, we confirm the resolution has been carried. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, ma'am.
I declare that the motion has been carried on anonymously. Thank you.
Thank you. Second, section 257 and 238, CAMA 2020, makes provision for the disclosure of the remunerations of the managers of the business. Section 257 of CAMA 2020 provides that the compensation for the managers of the business must be disclosed to members at the general meeting. The remunerations for the managers of the business for the 2024 financial year is disclosed on page 82 of the annual reports. No resolution is required to be taken on this item. Thank you. Distinguished shareholders, the next item on the agenda is to authorize the directors to fix the remuneration of the external auditors, Benga, Badejo, and Co. Having indicated their willingness, we continue as external auditors of the company without any resolution being passed. However, the directors must be authorized by members at this annual general meeting to fix their remunerations. That the remuneration and expenses of the company's external auditor, Benga, Badejo, and Co. be fixed by the directors in respect of the period ending at the end.
I do second the motion. Mr. Chairman, Olowolafe Kehinde is the name. I do second the motion, sir.
Thank you so much. I declare that the motion has been. Oh, registrar, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
Dear shareholders, it's time for you to cast your vote. The resolution is being displayed on the screen. Again, if in favor of the resolution, please click on for. If against, please click on against. The poll is open for you to cast your vote. Thank you.
Thank you.
The poll is closed. Please end the poll. Dear shareholders, please hold on for us to collate the results. Thank you. For this resolution, we have a total of 29 shareholders in favor of the resolution. We do not have any against in this resolution. With this information, we confirm the resolution is carried. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you so much. I hereby declare that the motion has been carried unanimously. Thank you. Section 404 of CAMA provides for the setting up of an audit committee consisting of 5 members, comprising of 3 members and 2 non-executive directors who shall examine the auditor's report and make recommendations to the annual general meeting. The board of directors, in compliance with CAMA 2020, has been choosing 2 directors, Mr. Anoy Ayahu and Mrs. Lila St. Matthew Daniel, as members of the audit committees. Section 4046 of CAMA further stipulates that any member may nominate another shareholder as a member of the audit committee by giving notice of such nomination at least 21 days before the AGM. As of the close of business on the 5th June 2025, 3 nominations were received for election into the audit committee. The names of the nominees and those that nominated them have been verified with our registrars. We will now go through the process of electing the statutory audit committee members for the 2024 financial year. This resolution will be by show of hands, as Section 249, subsection 3 of CAMA 2020 prohibits shareholders from demanding a poll on the election of audit committee members. As I call the names of the nominees, please identify yourself. Your nominees for membership of the statutory audit committees are Mrs. Samiat Odunuga, nominated by Mr. Adelakum Adeshola. 2, Mr. Ismail Adamu, nominated by Dr. Farouk Umar. 3. Mr. Rotimi Aino, nominated by SAPL Limited. Having listed your nominees to the Statutory Audit Committee unopposed, I will now propose the following resolution. That pursuant to Section 404, Subsection 3 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, an audit committee of the company be and is hereby appointed with effect from today, June 26, 2025, until the conclusion of the next annual general meeting. The following are to constitute the membership of the committee. A director. The directors are Mr. Ayam Anoi. 2, Mrs. Lila St. Matthew Daniel. From the shareholders' side, Mrs. Samiat Odunoga, Mr. Ismail Adamu, and Mr. Rotimi Aino. Will a shareholder please second the motion? The shareholders, please let us know.
I second the motion.
Okay, thank you. I will now put the motion to the meeting. Will the shareholders in favor of the motion, in addition to myself, please signify by raising their right hands? Who is counting? You counting?
Numbers are up on the screen as they raise their hand. We have 11 hands being raised.
Okay.
We'll count those in the hall.
Who are in favor, huh?
Yes, all in favor of the resolution.
So anyone against they should raise their hands? Oh, they not.
Anyone against, please raise your hand. Mr. Chairman, we do not have any against, sir.
Oh, thank you so much. I dare declared that I declare that the motion has been carried unanimously. Thank you. I will now hand over to the Managing Director to anchor the next item.
The next item on the agenda is to consider and if approved to pass with or without modification to fix the remuneration of the non-executive directors. By virtue of section 2931, the remuneration of directors is determined at the general meeting. I hereby move that the fees payable to directors remain 3 million per annum to the chairman and 2,500,000 per annum for all non-executive directors. Will another member please second the motion? Please unmute yourself and...
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead. Can a shareholder second the motion, please?
I say, I like to second the motion. Improve the motion. Improve the motion. Second the motion.
Thank you very much. I shall now call on the registrars to conduct the votes by poll and give us the results. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear shareholders, it's time for you to cast your vote. The resolution has been displayed on the screen, Resolution 6. Again, if in favor of the resolution, please click for, and if against, please click on against. Thank you. The poll is being open for you to cast your vote. The poll is closed. Please end the poll. Dear shareholders, please hold on while we collate the result. For Resolution 6, we have a total of 28 shareholders in favor of this resolution. We do not have any shareholder against. With this information, we confirm the resolution is carried. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Distinguished shareholders, pursuant to the rules governing transactions of related parties or interested parties by the Nigerian Exchange Limited, it is proposed that an ordinary resolution be passed to renew the authorization to the board and management at previous AGMs to enter into recurring transactions. I hereby move that the general mandate given to the company to enter into recurrent transactions of a revenue or trading nature with related parties or interested persons for the company's day-to-day operations be and is hereby renewed. Will another member please second the motion?
Olugbosun Ariel is name, sir. I like to second the motion. Olugbosun Ariel is name, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Olugbosun is name. I like to second that motion.
Okay, thank you so much. I shall now call on the registrar to conduct the votes by poll and give us the results.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dear shareholder, the resolution has been displayed on your screen, Resolution 7. Again, please click on for if in favor of the resolution or against the resolution. The poll is open for you to cast your vote. The poll is still open for you to cast your vote. The poll is closed. Please end the poll. Please hold on while we collate the result, shareholders. For Resolution 7, we have 31 shareholders in favor of the resolution. We do not have any resolution. We do not have against for this resolution. With this information, we confirm the resolution is carried. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no more business on the agenda. I thank you all on behalf of the board for attending this meeting. Thank you. May the Lord bless you all. Can we rise for national anthem? Mrs. Omidemi. Mrs. Obidei, are you there? Can someone give us closing prayers, please? Mrs. St. Martin Udane, please. Thank you. God bless you all for coming. We see you next year. By God's grace.
And then we stand, please. Can we sit and then we stand, please? Yes, yes.